Today on Judge Faith, she says her identity was stolen by her mother.
She had lights and gas put in my name without me having no knowledge of.
It's like, you know, in everyday life, sometimes you borrow from Peter to pay Paul.
Why has she had to bring you to court today to try to get you to pay this bill?
And later, a split decision over the rules of the road causes these two drivers to come to court.
I don't recall there being very much traffic, and if I establish the right-of-way, I can proceed legally.
I saw the front of her vehicle, and Miss Olson was actually head was turned to the right, and then she turned forward, and at that moment we collided.
It doesn't matter how many times you say it. Each time you say it, you're still wrong.
Faith Jenkins. Her distinguished legal career began when she graduated first in her law school class. She quickly became a tough New York City prosecutor, and then a preeminent legal analyst on cable news. And now she's the judge in her own courtroom. Her cases are real, and her rulings are final. She is Judge Faith. Plaintiff Tina Cunningham says her mother put a utility bill in her name and then stopped paying. She's suing for the cost of the unpaid bill. She is accompanied by her daughter, Diamond Walters. Defendant Regina Sales says she forgot the bill wasn't in her name and doesn't owe any money because she paid her daughter's home title. She is countersuing for the title company payment reimbursement.
Remain seated and come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this case is Cunningham versus Sales.
Thank you, Barbara. Tina Cunningham?
Yes.
You were suing the defendant, Regina Sales?
Yes.
For $1,647 for an unpaid energy bill?
Yes.
And you're countersuing, ma'am, for $5,000 for some type of home title company reimbursements?
Yes.
And you can explain your counterclaim to me when we get to it, okay?
All right.
So I'll start with you, Miss Cunningham. How do you know the defendant?
She's my mother.
Okay. What's going on here?
Okay, she had lights and gas put in my name without me having no knowledge of.
What has the relationship with your mother been like?
I love her. She's my mom. She's kind of shaky, but, you know, our relationship.
And who do you have with you today?
This is my daughter.
I'm Diamond.
Okay. And you're a witness?
Yes.
So we have basically 3 generations of your family here in court today.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Yes.
So you find out at some point that your mother has some type of energy bill in your name.
Yes.
How do you find out about that?
Because they told me the address.
Okay, so they tell you the address of where the bill has been going to.
Yes.
And it is her address?
Yes.
Do you deny any of this?
No, I didn't deny this, and it was
So-
put in her name.
Okay,
but
well, why did you do
I
that?
don't think I owe her the money.
But let me ask you something. Why did you put a bill in her name that she didn't know anything about?
It's like, you know, in everyday life, sometimes you borrow from Peter to pay Paul, and sometimes DTE was Peter. So I didn't pay them, and I had a bill that got behind.
How do you get a bill in somebody else's name? What do you have to do that?
Just give them the name and the information, their information.
So you basically have to pretend that you are her.
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that that's fraud, right?
Well, not technically, but...
In order for you to get this bill in her name...
Yes, without me knowing.
You have her personal information because she's your daughter.
Yes.
Right? And so
True.
you use that information to get a bill in her name without her knowing. And the worst part is you don't pay it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I paid it. I paid it for a long time. It's just that I moved, and there was a back balance, and then they came to her. I tried to tell them that it was my bill, not to put it on her.
So how many years ago did you change this bill and put it into her name?
About 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay, and at some point...
But I paid it. I always paid it.
Well,
and
ma'am, in all fairness, you didn't pay it because there's over a $1,600 balance due on the bill now. So you could understand why she would be upset. Do you work, ma'am?
No.
Do you work? When is the last time you worked?
It was a couple of years back, 10 years back.
How do you support yourself?
I do like odd jobs. Like, I do hair.
Do you pay your bills?
Yes.
You pay them on time?
Yes. I would never do that to my daughters. She has always told me, don't never do that. Don't never put no bills in your daughter's names because you don't want that to come back on them. And then she does it to me.
Diamond, how has all of this affected you?
You know, I don't want to see 2 people I love, you know, going through something like this where it could be solved. It could have been solved if she would have just said something earlier and maybe they would have resolved it.
What's the issue that you've been dealing with? I'm not talking about the bill right now. I'm talking about what you wrote to me in your answer.
You mean gambling?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, I don't have a gambling problem. I like to go to the casinos. I mean, that's
a problem.
Well, I was working, so I consider that my money, I can do what I want with it.
And you were spending, every 2 weeks, you were spending $500 on the slots?
Just about.
And you don't think that's a problem, ma'am?
No. It's the only recreation I have. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I go to the casino.
That's
my recreation.
The problem is when you're gambling that much of your paycheck, but you're not paying your bills. That means you're gambling.
I paid my bills.
Gambling. No, ma'am, you didn't.
But I paid them. I paid them. I paid my bill. I paid all my bills.
Why has she had to bring you to court today to try to get you to pay this bill?
Coming up, Judge Faith helps smooth the way for this mother and daughter to restore their broken relationship.
There was no intention to hurt you, Tina.
But you did.
You know, in all those years I paid the bill, I intended to pay the bill and then never had this come back on you.
Families go through all kinds of ordeals, but the difference with this is you did it behind her back without her knowing.
And later, she says there wasn't a vehicle in sight, but Judge Faith knows better.
I wanted to go straight across to here and then make a U-turn and come back.
8 lanes of traffic. On Sunset Boulevard, this is one of the probably most popular streets in the city. Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, traffic is light. That's what you're telling me?
Plaintiff Tina Cunningham says her mother put a utility bill in her name and then stopped paying. She's suing for the cost of the unpaid bill. Defendant Regina Sales says she forgot the bill wasn't in her name and doesn't owe any money because she paid her daughter's home title. She is countersuing for the title company payment reimbursement.
You know you owe this money. You know she didn't make this bill.
Right.
You
Well,
did. Why haven't you paid her?
But she didn't help pay any of the money that she owed me when she owed me the $14,000.
How does she owe you $14,000?
She sold a house. They tried to say she fraudulently sold it. It wasn't fraud, but it was a long, drawn-out case.
You had a house that was in her name?
Yes.
But technically you own the house?
It was in my name and trust for her.
Yes.
Okay, the house was sold?
Yes.
And the two of you split the profits from the sale?
No, she got the money from the house.
You got the money from the sale?
Yes.
How much was it?
$18,000.
No, it was like 30-something thousand.
Okay, somehow there was a lawsuit, and we don't have to get into the details of all that, but there was a lawsuit and you were ordered to pay back $14,000, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and how much did they take out of your wages?
I had to pay $200 every month.
Okay, was there an agreement between the two of you that you would pay this money back?
No.
But I paid up until I retired the $200 every month.
What happened to the money that you got from the sale of the house?
I mean, I was, when I sold the house, I was moving. So I had to buy furniture, you know, I had to start all over again.
So you basically spent the money?
Yes, but
Was that the source of conflict between the two of you? Was that the start of the conflict between the two of you when she started paying back the $14,000?
Yes, because I say that's why I'm here getting countersued, because evidently she is remorseful about that when
That was a lot of money.
Families go through all kinds of ordeals. Mothers have to bail out their daughters. Daughters have to bail out their mothers. And things happen. But the difference with this is you did it behind her back without her knowing.
There was no intention to hurt you, Tina.
But you did.
You know, in all those years I paid the bill, I intended to pay the bill and then never had this come back on you. It's just that I moved in a hurry.
It's not going to come back on me when that big bill, they were going to slap it right on me.
Right, and I tried to get it off of you, and then they didn't want to listen. They just said it was in your name, and because I had it in your name.
Yeah, it's on my name, so they're going to come after me.
Right, then they put it on you.
Well, I think that when there is perhaps an addiction in play here, that becomes a priority over everything else.
It's not an addiction.
Because you could have the signs are there because when you have a bill that's racked up to $1,647 and you're spending $1,000 a month in the casino, clearly you are putting gambling over paying the bills.
That was when I was working. I'm not working now. I cut it back.
On your counterclaim for $5,000, I'm not going to order her to pay you $5,000 on the $14,000 that you paid on the home because there was no contract in place. You owe her $1,646.78 for the utilities bill. More importantly, you owe your daughter an apology, and you owe her to step into the role as her mother. And as far as that young lady is concerned, your granddaughter, you want her to be able to look to you to learn how to live in this world and how to make it and how to work hard and how to pay her bills and how to do right. You want her to be able to look to you for that. And I hope that you can get the help that you need so she can look to you for that. Verdict in this case is for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Judge.
Plaintiff Gabriel Saavedra says the defendant made an illegal left turn and collided into his car. He's suing for car damages and related fees. Defendant Victoria Olson says she was already in the middle of the road when the plaintiff collided into her car. She's countersuing for damages to her car and related fees.
Gabriel Saavedra?
Yes.
You were suing the defendant, Victoria Olson, for $5,780.
That's correct.
As a result of a car accident you say is her fault.
Correct.
And you are countersuing, ma'am, for $4,030. You say the accident was his fault and he owes you for damages to your car?
Correct.
Okay, we will start with you, Mr. Saavedra. What happened here?
I'd submitted actually an aerial map of the intersection that everything happened at.
Okay, let's pull it up. So you want to approach the map and point to it and tell me what happened? Okay, go ahead.
So
point to where you were, in which direction you were traveling.
I was coming this direction, entering into this left turn lane.
Okay, so you're here. I'm just going to use my finger. Is this correct?
Correct. This is right.
And you're going to this left turn lane, all right?
Correct.
And what happens?
At that moment, I proceeded to start my turn when all the traffic, basically was backed up here, and I saw Miss Olson's vehicle coming out, turning left, and it's basically within a second from this direction.
Okay, so she's crossing three lanes of traffic into that lane to turn?
Yes, this is correct.
So did you see her before she hit your car?
No, I basically saw her for 2 seconds where I saw the front of her vehicle, and Miss Olson was turned to the right, and then she turned forward, and at that moment we collided. She hit the front right corner of my vehicle and ended up coming up over my front of my hood. Okay, you can take your place. Thank you. Okay, Miss Olson, what do you say happened?
I decided to go straight.
You want to walk over?
I decided to stop right here and just sneak out. The two lanes that on my left-hand side had both stopped. I was going to go straight across all 4 lanes to get to Selma to make a U-turn and go back down Sunset Boulevard.
Point to me where you say you were going to go. I don't understand.
I wanted to go straight across to here and then make a U-turn and come back.
8 lanes of traffic.
There were 4 lanes, and I had established both lanes had stopped
and there are other lanes
left.
on the other side, ma'am.
But there were no cars coming. On the right-hand side, there were no cars at all. And on the left-hand side, there
obviously
were 2
was
lanes.
a car because you hit a car.
Okay, these 2 lanes had stopped. And I had established the right-of-way after the 2 lanes were stopped.
On Sunset Boulevard, this is one of the probably most popular streets in the city. Sunset Boulevard.
Correct.
What time was this?
And my boyfriend's business is also on that.
6 o'clock in the evening. You can take your place, ma'am. 6 o'clock in the evening, Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Traffic is light. That's what you're telling me?
It was actually 7.
And you're crossing 6, 7, 8 lanes of traffic to go to the other side, and you think that's okay?
And if I establish the right-of-way, I can proceed legally.
I am telling you that he is in an unobstructed intersection. He doesn't have to stop for anyone. There are cars driving down Sunset Boulevard. They do not have to yield to you if you want to come out in traffic. Your job is to sit there, and if there's nothing else coming, you can make a right turn. You cannot cross 8 lanes of traffic to get to the other side. It doesn't matter how many times you say it. Each time you say it, you're still wrong.
Coming up on Judge Faith, Victoria sticks to her story until Gabriel shakes it up in court.
I didn't hit him. I established the right-of-way. I proceeded with caution, and I made it across to Selma exactly like I did. There's not one law stating that I cannot cross the boulevard.
After everything, she did not have insurance at all. And here's why we're here in the first place.
Okay, that's not true either. That's not true either.
When you tell me my insurance had lapsed, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know why, I don't need to know when, I don't need to know how. The fact that it lapsed is all I need to know.
Plaintiff Gabrielle Saavedra says Victoria collided into his car because she ignored the traffic signs and made an illegal left turn. He's suing for car damages and related fees. Defendant Victoria Olson says her car was hit because Gabriel was on his cell phone and didn't see her crossing Sunset Boulevard. She is countersuing for damages to her car and related fees.
The police, and I guess you just ignored the police as well, because in their report, they said you failed to yield to a right-of-way prior to entering the roadway from prior property.
I was already at...
That's what they said about you, ma'am.
I was
already... In addition, after, if I may, Your Honor, after everything, she did not have insurance at all. And here's why we're here in the first place.
Okay,
so,
that's not true either. That's not true either.
It's been very hard to communicate English to this woman.
Yes, ma'am, I did. And it actually had expired.
Well, show me proof of your insurance. I'd love to see it.
It's right here.
So you had insurance at the time of this accident?
It actually had canceled that morning at 8 o'clock.
Okay, so you didn't have insurance.
Due to the fact...
So you did not have insurance. I want you to stop answering the question you want to answer and answer the question I'm asking you. I asked you, did you have insurance at the time of this accident? The answer is no.
I believed I did, ma'am.
I don't care if it lapsed at 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't get credit for having insurance earlier that day. You don't get credit for having insurance the day before. You understand? If you didn't have insurance, you're driving with an uninsured vehicle. Okay, so according to the police report, you had a 2005 Neon, is that correct?
Correct.
And what happened to it? Was it totaled, or?
Yeah, it was totaled out. The damages from the mechanic, he told me that it was going to equal, if not exceed the value of the
vehicle. This is the front right-hand corner that was hit by her car. What kind of car were you driving, ma'am?
I had a Toyota 4Runner, and I was hit from the left-hand side.
Okay.
You could see from there that she collided with the outer passenger side. That's where it initially took place, and the reason why it's crunched is because she went up over my hood.
Okay, and that's the defendant's car? Okay, I see slight damage to the...
Well, there's other pictures that show I was hit further back behind
I don't understand why you're suing for damages when you don't have insurance. Do you really think you're going to come into court and get an award for damages when you're driving around with no insurance?
It was lapsed for 8 hours only. And my car was not on the road for several months. I had gone to DMV and received a paper to be able to move my car
legally. And I'm telling you, what matters in court is the first part of your statement. The second part of your statement has no relevance. When you tell me my insurance had lapsed, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know why, I don't need to know when, I don't need to know how. The fact that it lapsed is all I need to know.
And now, Judge Faith rules.
I just want to be clear, what is your defense as to why you don't owe the plaintiff?
Because I didn't hit him. I established the right-of-way, I proceeded with caution, and I made it across to Selma exactly like I did. There's not one law stating that I cannot cross the boulevard. I had to make a stop. I could not make a left. I was proceeding straight across.
You want me to believe that there were only 6 cars on Sunset Boulevard
at around 7 o'clock, yes.
6 o'clock, 7, we'll go with your time, 7 o'clock in the evening.
Correct.
And that you could clearly cross 7 lanes of traffic to get to the other side.
After the first 2 lanes to my left had stopped and both given me the right-of-way, there was no other cars to be seen.
And I'm telling you, you're delusional if you think I believe that. Absolutely delusional. If it makes you feel better when you write the check to the plaintiff for the money that you owe him, if you want to put in the memo line, not my fault, you go right ahead and do it.
I don't believe it.
But you're going to write the check. I'm awarding you the Blue Book value of the car, dismissing your counterclaim, awarding you $3,054 judgment for the plaintiff.
If you or someone you know has a dispute, don't take the law into your own hands. Let Judge Faith rule on it for you. To submit your case, go to judgefaith.com and tell us your story. See you in court.